Hey guys, I'm SMoore, and I'm going to talk to you about a professional development video that I'm doing. The video is about ClassLink, which is a software program that we are using in our school district. And I'm going to talk about how in my video I am applying andragogy to it and the 6 assumptions to the video. First, to explain the video. It is about a software program that we are using in our district. We've used it for a year, and we're going to use it again next school year. But last time there was very little training on it, so we want to be able to provide a little more training this time. So that is why I'm creating the video. And so applying andragogy to it actually just kind of was able to flow with the whole process and thinking of it. So the first assumption of andragogy is the learners need to know. And what we've all, as educators, have learned in our district is pedagogy, and the need to know is usually the student sitting there and the teacher telling them what they need to know to be able to pass the next test, or what they need to know for a state test, or be promoted. Well, in andragogy, the need to know is really the learner being aware of why they need to learn it, and being able to recognize that they need to learn that material more than just being told. So with the ClassLink video and training, the need to know is the teachers have seen it for a year and have been able to play around with it a little bit. And so now they're aware of how they want to be trained on it and exactly what they still need to learn through the program. They may know already a little bit about it. So really their need to know might be different parts of the video. The second part of andragogy is the learner's self-concept. And that self-concept is students are usually directed by the teacher. In our pedagogy world, they're directed and the teacher guides them through the path of learning. Well, in my video, it's going to follow a certain path, but the teachers watching the video for the training, or even some of our staff members, they're going to be able to dive into really what they need to know and develop their own path. So some of it may be a review and they can listen to it. Then other parts might be something they need to learn a little bit more about, and then they can go out and practice and direct themselves to that part of it. The third assumption of andragogy that I'm applying is the role of the experience. So again, as K-12 educators, we're used to pedagogy and being trained that some experience and prior knowledge of students is good, and that's what we build on. But in andragogy, that experience plays a larger role in the learning. So with the ClassLink, the experience of using the program, number one, and knowing what the program is, or maybe not having any experience of it at all and hearing their colleagues talk about it, that's what they're going to build on.
Right.
Also, their experience of using instructional online resources all the time now will play a role in them being able to catch on to it pretty quickly. It's user-friendly. It's very similar to most of our instructional resources. So the experience that they have with technology will be able to help them in learning this program. The fourth assumption is the readiness to learn. So my teachers that are watching the video, they are ready to learn the program, and either from the beginning, like I said, they may not have dabbled into it, or they're ready to take it to the next step. And they're ready to do that. We actually know that because we did a survey in our district, and the teachers really told us, number one, they need to know it, going back to that first assumption, and that they're ready to learn this program and to help them in the classroom. They see that how it's going to affect them in the classroom and make some of their processes a little more efficient by helping the students log in into the programs, having a one-stop shop for everything. The fifth assumption is the orientation to learning. And again, how is that going to help them? Part of the program is a single sign-on. And I know especially for our little ones, they have trouble remembering their passwords and their usernames. So the teachers spend time going around in their classes of logging them in at the beginning of class, Or even for the older kids, they forget their usernames and passwords and they take time then having to reset them. So the teachers do see the benefit of it's going to be a little more efficient in their classroom, and also just effective as a teacher point of view. Every resource you're going to use is in one place. So you don't have to remember a bunch of URLs or don't have to remember your own passwords or usernames. And last, the motivation to learn it. So the pressure from the people around them, they're seeing other teachers use the program and talk about it and how it works. And I've heard lots of teachers say this program is amazing. I hope we're keeping it. So that pressure is on them to be motivated to learn. And also then their motivation to learn, like I said, it's going to make their life a little bit easier. We operate over 100 instructional resources just in our department. That doesn't mean the ones that they even use on their own out there. So it's going to reward them in the way that their classroom can run a lot smoother and they'll have a lot more instructional time. So I'm excited to put the video together and finalize it. It will be a combination of me introducing the concept, giving them a little personal welcome, and helping them remember their need to learn it, how they express their readiness to learn it, and then their motivation and ownership of how they can navigate through the video themselves and practice what they need to practice. And then I'll go through some screenshots so they can really see the visuals of how to get into the program, how to click on some apps, and then I'll end with a little conclusion just to wrap it up. So I'm excited to do the video and present it to you. Thank you.